Overseas, we're less than 24 hours now from a major deadline for negotiators to reach an initial agreement on Iran's nuclear program. And despite near around-the-clock diplomacy to try and hammer out a deal, there is word of a possible last-minute stumbling block. Our chief foreign affairs correspondent, Andrea Mitchell, is at the talks in Switzerland.
The skies over Lausanne were as ominous as the talks inside, trapped by their own deadline. 6 major world powers and Iran in a luxurious 19th century palace. Legend says once inhabited by Lord Byron and Coco Chanel. The challenge to stop Iran from converting its nuclear technology into a nuclear weapon. And if Iran cheats, to give the world at least a year's warning before Iran could build a bomb. One idea, have Iran send its atomic fuel out of the country. But now at the last minute, Iran has firmly ruled that out. The new Secretary of Defense, Ashton Carter, in his first TV interview, was asked by Savannah Guthrie if Iran can be trusted.
They've cheated in the past. What's to say they wouldn't in the future?
Well, like any agreement, it can't be based on trust. It has to be based on verification and tough measures.
John Kerry still thinks a deal is possible.
Working very hard. Working hard.
Working hard for days, sir. How much longer do you think?
Well, it obviously has a deadline tomorrow night.
But he knows time is running out. Even if they get a deal, Secretary Kerry then has to sell it to a really skeptical Congress. The talks stretched well into the night tonight. They will start again, possibly for the last time, at 7 a.m. tomorrow, Lester.
All right, Andrea Mitchell in Lausanne tonight. Andrea, thanks. And Curry is also part of our team there with the latest on a tough situation facing Iranian negotiators, having to convince hardliners in that country to go along with any deal.
Lester, good evening. On this critical night in these talks, what the Iranian negotiators say they really need to say yes to a deal is the ability to sell it back home. As in the U.S., Iran has conservatives who don't trust the other side, and they are ready to pounce if they believe the negotiators give up too much. So the biggest prize for the Iranians is to be able to announce some relief from crippling sanctions, and most importantly, UN sanctions. As they see it, some immediate relief from UN sanctions would mean that for the first time in more than 30 years, Iran would no longer be an outlier in the international community. Lester?
And Curry.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.